like that beat?
I love that beat.
What time it is, man? Shout out to super producer Rice.
He did his thing on this one.
Boy, beat. Nobody using it, man. We might as well. We just ride out for. Welcome.
I like
Welcome.
that beat.
It's hard, right?
It's definitely hard. I love that beat.
If you ain't nodding your head today, man, something wrong with you. Another episode of Fuck It Friday.
Fuck It Friday! Yeah!
Uh-huh. Yeah. Black Diamond, another episode of Fuck It Friday.
Promoting healthy, unbiased conversation while we kick it.
Yeah. Listen, and we appreciate everybody who is tuning in. We appreciate you for coming and rocking with us.
Yeah.
We made it.
Yeah, that part.
If we doing a fucking Friday and you here with us, that means you have made it through a rough week. It may not even been rough. You just made it through a week, and you made it to Friday, and you have come to listen to the conversation and kick it with us. So while you kick it with us, grab your beverage of choice, your smoke of choice, whatever it is that you indulge in on a Friday. Just grab
unwind, basically.
it.
Just
Unwind, man. Unwind.
Man, I'm ready to get straight to it.
Y'all, you ready to get straight to it? Like, you ain't even let me do my little
Okay,
you know.
go ahead, do your thing.
Okay. I mean, like,
I was about to say something, but I'm home, mommy. I'm holding.
Say what you know.
First of all, why you sitting over there in that seat?
What I'm supposed to be saying. You see what kind of seat this is?
You actually ain't supposed to be in the camera. Remember, it's supposed to be me doing me.
True. However, in you doing you, we said that we were gonna fix you up with another counterpart. So
I need no counterpart.
Banter back and forth.
But I don't need that though.
You know? Okay. Well, I mean, we'll test it out.
Y'all see, that's what I'm talking about.
Test it out. I mean,
it be stuff like that.
I'm saying
You don't want to get Black Diamond a seat.
In order to fill this seat right here, it takes a lot. It takes a lot.
Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, but I let the training wheels off. You're doing a mighty excellent job, I must say. And you look very, 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 very pretty tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so like I said, he made it to another week, man. Everything's all good in the neighborhood, I'm assuming. How was your week?
My week was actually excellent until I'll wait. Okay. I'll feed you later.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a great week. Yeah.
Sweet.
My son is applying to different colleges, and he's getting accepted. Like, oh my God!
Yes.
Every time I go to the mailbox, it's another acceptance letter. So shout out to little JaeSun.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Yes, Big JaeSun. So, what do you got to say about our kids? Our kids are doing big things. Nicholas.
Yeah, Nick is signed the first lease on his apartment over there in Hawaii, and it's funny because without putting his business out there, his apartment is rather expensive. And I remember my first apartment.
How expensive is it?
The move-in special was $595.
Right.
And I thought that was too much. But yeah, what he paying over there, like boy, like but it just shows that your kids are supposed to be doing
better than you.
Mm-hmm. We're supposed to be doing better than our parents.
Exactly.
kid's supposed to be doing better than you. So it sounds like he on the right track. But yeah, you know, if he can do that, hold on to that. That lets me know that he can maintain a mortgage and do everything else that comes along with being a man. So
right. Shout out to Nick.
Salute to you, Nick.
Okay, let's get straight to it because you know I'm itching.
You itching? Okay. Well, I've dubbed this fucking Friday as the slap that changed the algorithm.
That part.
The slap that changed the algorithm. And what I mean is that when that happened for about a good almost a week, that was the headline. I think even Russia and Ukraine stopped fighting for a minute. I think gas prices dropped about 15 cents. I think the birds was flying backwards. Like everything just changed in the Matrix. Everything. So this is the slap that changed the algorithm. Now, I have my own theories and everything, but we're going to get right into it. And because of the dynamic of the situation, I want to hear a woman's perspective first. So just to set this all up, of course, we all know what happened. Everybody been talking about it. I know we late, but I wanted everybody else to get it out the way so we can bring our perspective, the fucking Friday perspective, because there's no other perspective like this.
Okay, so here's my take on it. Let me tell you something. First of all, I know how you got. I know what you guys gonna say. Okay, but this is the way I look at it. Now you know, beauty is everything to a woman. So like I was trying to tell Big JaeSun, and he made a point that whatever happened with Jada in the past or whatever, her and Will been bickering. But I say this: we don't know what transpired the hour before. She could have been questioning her beauty, meaning, you know, she could have been insecure about her baldness. And I say this because I have an illness, which is diabetes. So, you know, we joke about it. However, if someone make a joke about it in front of millions of people, I don't think it's funny because you don't know what I just went through. You don't know if I just had a low blood sugar or a high blood sugar, or I could have been questioning like, Jason, how do I look? I don't know. But what Will did, hey, I don't have no problem with what Will did.
You think it's okay for him to walk up there?
I'm not saying that it was okay, but it wasn't okay for Chris Rock. Okay, it wasn't okay for Chris Rock to make the joke about her head, and it was not okay. I'm not agreeing to what Will did, but I'm not disagreeing either.
Okay, so all right, so we gotta unpack this a little bit.
Okay, go ahead and unpack it.
All right, so let's first start with what Chris Rock said, which what he said is, and I don't want to misquote, so this is just kind of paraphrase. Can't wait for G.I. Jane Part 2. I mean, that's the gist of what he said.
Okay. So
G.I. Jane, if ain't nobody watched it yet, it is a very good movie too.
It is.
Very good movie. Demi Moore. And so yeah, he made a joke about her hairstyle in reference to G.I. Jane. Now, he didn't sound like anything referencing illness or anything like that, but from what I've been gathering, comedians know how to hit you without making it just blatant that they hitting you. So the joke may have sounded one way, but it really could have been digging a whole nother way.
Exactly.
But let's just assume that Chris was just making a joke about her bald style in referencing the movie. Now, where it gets interesting is Will was cracking his ass up when the joke was made.
But you saw how she was looking. She was looking like,
right. Now,
how dare you? You know, we just went over this. You know how I feel about my hair.
Now that
I just question you about my beauty. I'm insecure.
Well. Okay, now
hair certified beauty.
Now, okay, it do, but
for most women anyway.
But
I'm not saying for all.
What we're saying is, what you're saying is this is what may have happened prior to her coming here, but in essence, they could have been having a whole totally different conversation on the way there, and the hair may not have even been talked about. It. She could have been cussing Will out about she could have been telling. She could have been cussing Will out for whatever. You know what I'm saying? It could have been. It could have been in an argument on the way there.
Been true. However, the look that she gave him a look like, man, come on now. I'm insecure about my hair. They're just like, okay, I'm insecure about my diabetes. So if someone say, oh, okay, Kim, when is the next heroin movie will come out?
I know that. Okay, so I know that you're insecure about your diabetes, but if we go to a comedy club, which we have, and the comedian says something about or has a diabetes joke. Now, if I choose to laugh at the joke because I can relate to the joke because I live with someone who is diabetic.
Be mad.
Okay. Now.
But, however, if he referenced the diabetic joke to me, and you laugh at a joke, oh, Kim, is this how you look when you go into a low blood sugar? I can't wait till the next heroin movie come out.
But he's referencing directly diabetes to you. He's referencing diabetes to you.
Right.
So I can get why you would be upset at that. Okay. Because he's directly referencing diabetes. But now,
what if he don't even say the word? That's what you're trying to. Okay, say.
I mean, you.
So he don't say diabetes. Okay, Kim. I can't wait till the next heroin movie come out.
Yeah, that's so. I mean, that's so just broad, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's one thing for somebody to say directly, oh, you old diabetic, I bet you sitting there with a low blood sugar right now, huh? And you know what I'm saying, trying to be funny and digging like that. And yeah, okay, I got a problem with you now. But the issue, if I see that you're uncomfortable, and I know this man, it don't call for me to get up and walk up on that stage in that man's space. I'm stepping into the man's, and I'm stepping into his job.
I don't care what you do.
I'm stepping into the job. Hold on, because I need people to understand. I need grown folks to understand this, because there's a way you I don't step into that man's place of employment and try to squab with him on his job. Now, I can stand up and say, hey, cool it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole lot of other people in here you can pick on, not this one. And if he chooses, he has a choice to make at that point. Do I keep digging, or do I respect what that man said and move on?
Anyhow, I don't care. I'm glad. Not saying that I'm glad. I take that back. I don't promote violence, but hey, like I said, I kind of understood, but kind of find out, is it a hoax? That's what they're saying now. So.
I don't believe it's a hoax. I will say what I do believe, but I don't want to jump into that just yet.
Okay.
But I don't think it's a hoax. But I think that women can attach their emotion to their counterpart, meaning.
Isn't that what you guys here for? Though?
Right. I mean, what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Okay, so Will was laughing hard, and Jay doesn't. Now, as the camera kind of turned, once she turned her head, the camera kind of went off of her. Mm-hmm. So, on those few seconds, and whatever those seconds were that she had that look, and Will started to walk on stage, I don't know how many seconds had passed.
Now, did you see after that when Will slapped Chris Rock, they kind of captured Jada as in a laughing mode?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Right. I actually have that footage.
So, and this was my thing here. In those seconds where we didn't see Jada's actual look towards Will, or even what she may have said to him, she could have been like, "Nigga, you need to go handle that, bitch." Like she could have made it to the point where, if you don't handle that shit right now, you the bitch. I mean, I'm just saying, you know the look.
Will.
You know the look. Your girl has a look that is that look that you better handle something. Just like a dude got a look that he gives to his old lady, to where
old lady.
He's serious, huh?
Did you say old lady?
His girl, his wife, his old lady, what? I'm just speaking.
What's your look?
You know the look. I can't even get a look, because the look is given when
at that moment.
Yeah.
What's my look?
You got the Popeye. Like the Sailor Man too, look.
He's so silly.
Strong to the finish. Look. Like you about to pop open a metal can right there. It's that look. But again, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta understand, or try to pick up this in segments. But so we don't know what happened at that point.
Right,
However, Will walked on stage. It took him about a good 7 seconds.
But you know what?
To get the Chris.
He did have Will. Now that slap was so like coming really far back, and I never seen a man slap a dude.
Me neither. That definitely wasn't a slap that.
I never seen.
It wasn't a crack your face slap. That was because Chris ate that.
Right.
You know, to be honest,
he kind of made a young man.
Yeah, he ate that. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like no.
Mills just slapped the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
excuse me.
He didn't slap the dog shit out of him.
Right.
But I mean, he got to where Chris. He probably seen some
stars.
You know, some yeah. Because he said, we are here to present a documentary for. No, bro, you're here to present an award for the documentary. So yeah, he
was off balance.
Yeah, he knocked him off his square a little bit, but that'll happen when somebody's, because he kind of got stolen on. Let's say he got stolen. He did get stolen. But he ate it, and yeah, the slap was not just a regular break your face slap. It was more like a remove the white gloves English slap.
Right. Again, do dudes slap people?
Yeah, all that confused me. Like dude, you could have came. You went up there and gave him, just came up there and super socked him. You chose the. But again, I'm gonna delve into it. I'm gonna unpack it from my end.
All right.
In a minute.
But again, you know what? We don't promote violence, and I have to give a shout out to Chris Rock because he handled like a real G.
Chris was on the job. You know what I'm saying? Chris was on the job. Like, let's be honest. if somebody came to your job and did some crazy stuff like that on your job, you know,
we lost our job.
well, okay, you know, and most black, well, most people, period, would say that. But this is the thing: your job, depending on where you work, is gonna be like, first they're gonna wonder why the drama coming to your job, and then if you take part in the drama, then hey, you may need to sit down too until we investigate what happened.
I'll be happy, gladly sitting down while they investigating.
But depending on your job, depending on your tenure in the job, all of that, because most jobs would have been like, oh man, you can't do none of that up here. You fired.
But here's the thing with Chris Rock, his job was televised, so everybody could see why.
Right. But
he will, fight back or whatever.
But it's one of them things where can't stop. It's a live broadcast. Mm-hmm. Can't stop the show. Chris Rock had a decision to make: eat slap or turn this mug into the Source Award.
Right. But again, like I said, I gave my opinion on it about the slap. That's just my take on it, because I look at this hair, these beautiful women, and what I was hearing, that she just came out with her illness. I don't want to call it illness, but she just came out like a week.
Alopecia is an illness.
Hey,
I guess it's an autoimmune disease.
I know a couple of women with alopecia, but okay, so she just came out with it, so he knew. And I just think that wasn't cool, though.
We don't know. We don't know if he knew. Well, I didn't know.
I didn't know either, but they did say they did say he knew. But it's hearsay. I don't know.
I don't know. We're gonna speculate forever. However, I don't think it was a hoax. I think that it was unfortunate that something that as long as the Oscars been televised, when it had to be some issue and some drama, it had to be some brothers.
Had to come from us.
It had to come at a time when a black production was handling the Oscars.
Was it Lee Daniels?
No, it was Will Packer. What is it? He did a few movies. He's from Atlanta. Think Like a Man, and
okay.
He did.
Yeah, I know the name.
He did a few. He did, and his movies are pretty decent too.
Okay, well, you know what? And I heard Chris Rock show has been sold out, and they've been chanting like F Will Smith, and I heard Chris Rock just nipped it in the bud. Shout out to Chris Rock.
Yeah, shout out to you, Chris, because Chris, I'm sure the bag is hefty for the Oscars.
Right.
And
yeah, that's true.
The bag, you ain't finna mess that up.
Not for that little girl slap.
right, for real. Because if anything, who looks crazy in the end?
Right.
Chris doesn't. Chris looks like a stand-up guy who hey, somebody came to your job and did you dirty, but you stood you stood on your square. You handled your business the way you were supposed to.
Okay.
Now, I don't know. It could, on a commercial break. Hey, let's go back here and let's talk. And all you gonna hear
in your life.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of tussling backstage during commercial, but we're gonna get to commercial. We're gonna get to the commercial.
You know what? You know what I'm about to say, huh? It's something about that beard, dude. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
You notice.
I love it. I love everything about it.
Yeah. It only took you 24 minutes, but that's okay. That's okay.
I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I can't even take all the credit for this. I got to thank my peoples at 26 King Wavy. 26 King Wavy. The folks that I've been partnering up with for the shea butter moisturizer and the beard oil and just the
give
conditioner.
your LL Cool J spin on it.
the people at 2016 Wavy, they really look out for me, you know. They got the moisturizers for my lips. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even supposed to go on my lips. I just put it on my lips because it makes them shiny. You know what I'm saying? But my man, Big JaeSun, you know what I mean? He just, yeah, my LL impression. But man, the people at 2016 Wavy though, they got some good product. No harsh chemicals. Everything is natural, and it's for us. It's for the brothers. It's for us. You know what I'm saying? We can't use all that other stuff that they be having out there that gets into our cells and does damage in ways that we can't even imagine. Let's get with it all natural with 2016 Wavy. So if you go to 2016wavymerch.com, type in the promo code The Elements, you get 15% off your first purchase. Okay, so you know, if you want your beard like this, you don't want the crunchiness. You know what I'm saying? And like them crunchy beards that sound like you stepping on eggshells in the middle of the night. You want the
Anyhow, this man know you're going with this
2016 Wavy.
What is it? Wavy.
Yeah.
In other news, man, you know what made me bring up Lee Daniels? He apologized. Did you hear about that?
About what?
He apologized to Nikki. As I know as Nikki Parker. What's her name?
Oh, my girl, Monique.
Monique, yes. Monique. So Lee Daniels apologized to Monique. Man. But 50 Cent said he's taking all the credit for that. Shout out 50 Cent. I knew you was trying to be a thing, 50.
50 broker that did was a middleman or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what 50 alluding to. But yeah, he apologized. And he got her started in a new movie.
Daniels or 50?
What's her name? I forgot. Let me tell you the movie.
Monique is starring in a new movie, but is it produced by Lee Daniels?
Yeah, it's produced by Lee Daniels. Yeah, so.
Well, and that's pretty big of her if she decided to even work with that man.
She did accept his apology. So shout out to that. Yeah, I'm loving it. But 50 Cent is definitely taking the credit because 50 Cent was like, no, look, I'm about to bring Monique back.
I mean,
Today everybody trying to jump on the bandwagon. You shouldn't have did her like that.
Well, I mean, I ain't in Hollywood, but some of the Hollywood stories is, Monique can be hard to work with. I don't know. I can't say. Not pretty.
Well, he apologized and he said he was sorry for that, for even saying something like that. Even making her what is it, blackballed or whatever they were saying.
But
that's not cool. That's not cool.
How far does that really go though? And this has been an argument I've been hearing before. Can you really be blackballed to the point where people can put smut on your name and not want to work with you just based on somebody else's?
Well, have you seen Monique anything else since that happened?
I mean,
what was this all about anyway? Because she wouldn't promote Precious, I heard. I mean, I'm not understanding.
I mean, again,
and she got an Oscar. She had won an Oscar.
That's the perspective that we're hearing, but we're all again, another perspective is that she's hard to work with. So I don't know. I know personally.
You can actually do that in everyday life.
But I'm saying, this is what I'm about to say. Somebody can't come to me and tell me about somebody based on their interaction with them. You can't come to me and say that this person is a ain't-ish person and that they this and that they that based on your experience. Now, I'll listen, but you can't change. You can't
change your perspective.
You can't manipulate my opinion on somebody that I've never met. Number one.
Why? Because you're not narrow-minded, but that have happened.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, all the time. Instead of figuring out for yourself, but hey, that's how narrow-minded people are.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we'll listen to somebody's opinion, and we'll take their opinion as truth and actual fact.
Right.
Without delving into it ourselves, or even dealing with a person or a situation. So now we're dealing with somebody, and we already looking at them a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So
won't even give that person a chance.
Exactly.
That's how we are, you know. So, how many years? It's been like what, 15 years or something?
I don't know. It ain't really been that.
It's been long.
I mean, it's been more than 5. It's been more than 5.
It's been more than 10.
Oh.
I wish I can find the article on it, but I can't. Let's see.
But while you looking for that, I'm just gonna give my brief on the Will and Jada thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna go down.
Going back to Will and Jada.
Yeah, for a second.
Okay.
I'm going down the rabbit hole on this though. So check this out. This is just the opinion of Big JaeSun. It's not the opinion of Fuck It Fridays or the Elements podcast, but Big JaeSun. Now, there is a such thing allegedly as ritualistic overtones in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. You have your sacrificial rituals. You have your embarrassment rituals and other types of things allegedly that happen in Hollywood. Now, the sacrificial rituals will be the things that we hear about where you may hear somebody has died in Hollywood, or the family member of somebody has died, and you start to hear those stories, and they did a blood sacrifice, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I have heard that.
So those are the sacrificial rituals. Then you have your embarrassment rituals where somebody does something where it's going to cause a big embarrassment. They may have sent a penis pic out to a lady, but it gets exposed somehow, and you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, the guy, I don't know if you heard about this. The guy, he was a CNN commentator, and he had did some sort of Zoom call or whatever, and on the Zoom call, this man was masturbating.
I have heard about this.
Right. This happened in, like sometime last year, and they made him sit down for about a year, and I can't think of his name, but he's a very popular guy.
Mm-hmm. I have heard about it.
He writes for one of the publications too, but they made him sit down, and then when he came back, they actually did an interview with him on CNN, and they kind of referenced it, and it was like, that's embarrassing. Like, even the fact that you was caught, but then when you come back and they talking about it is embarrassing.
Right.
But
I guess he blew up after.
These are the things that sometimes allegedly will get you through the other doors. Now, my take is,
I see where you going with this, Big JaeSun.
Going down the rabbit hole. Will, Jada, they sitting there. They didn't look like they were sitting right next to each other, did it? Well, they weren't sitting right next to each other. They was kind of sitting separate, right?
Right.
I know they weren't right next to each other.
Kind of like how we're sitting, but on the side.
Something like that, yeah. And Chris Rock said we said it. Now, Will's laugh, if you go back and look at it, it was a robotic laugh, like it wasn't
like he could, like, yeah, he wanted to know people, he wanted to let the world know that he was laughing. Is that what you're saying? It
wasn't a natural laugh.
Oh, gotcha.
It wasn't it wasn't like, God, that was fun. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it was more acting.
Right. Because something funny to me, if you funny enough to kind of really make me laugh, like, you gonna know, like, my face is ugly and I'm gonna do it's gonna look crazy. I might even snort like a pig. if it's funny.
Right.
What Chris Rock said wasn't really that funny to
But
me.
he made it look like it was really funny.
And of course, I mean, the audience laughing too.
Right.
But it just wasn't, even me hearing it, it just was like, huh. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Wasn't even that funny.
Right.
But Will had this robotic laugh. Now,
Come on, Big JaeSun.
so he gets up after Jada makes the look.
The look is. That's the look, baby.
That may have been the look, or she could have made the look and then been like BAN.
You don't say nothing. You don't say nothing.
She could have called him a BAN.
A BAN?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. He like looked at him BAN. And then he got Lupita sitting back there like she probably was like ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling who heard. Now you gotta react. Or
Sorry.
or these are words that hit the switch. These are words that hit the switch. These are code. These are words that are embedded, and they hit the switch. Now something else clicks.
So pretty much what you're saying, it's like, Will, you know what? You have your time in Hollywood is basically over. So it's somebody else's time to shine, right? That's what you're going with.
Or Will is gonna elevate even more.
I don't see him elevating. I think they give him so many years and then that's it. That's it. How old is Will Smith?
I don't know. He gotta be in his 50s.
Yeah, that's his time.
I don't know. I think this was his embarrassment ritual. Because now that Jada has came out,
was like, when is gonna be my time to shine?
Now that Jada has came out and said that she was laughing when he did it, and then the whole thing when he went up to accept the Oscar that he won, and then his emotions was totally from 0 to 100, and from the moment he slapped Chris Rock, 0 to 100, and then when he accepted the Oscar, he was at what? 75%, 50%, because now his whole emotional demeanor is he not angry or pissed. He's emotional and tore down and kind of almost distraught. He's a whole totally different person.
But you know what? If he was really upset with Chris Rock, why even go up there and accept the Oscar? And first of all, they taking the Oscar back. So why even go up there? Because if you mad for me, Big JaeSun, when you continue to go there, you like, man, let's go.
Again, it's an embarrassment ritual.
I totally agree with you, but I think my outtake is I just think that Will Smith time is up, and Chris Rock been in the game so long, but he haven't really shined. So he's probably on him like, when is my time? Well, you have to do something for it, Chris. So he didn't want to dress up, and have he dressed up as a woman yet?
Chris Rock?
Yeah.
He dressed up on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Remember?
Yeah, and First Prince. That's right. So he done everything. Okay, so yeah, and he still ain't even got the. Okay, yeah, it's his time to shine.
Yeah, well, Chris Rock is A-list. Like
he's definitely A-list.
Chris Rock he's cemented. I think maybe this was an embarrassment ritual.
But do you see him
Jada
as A-list for as in comedian? Me, like he hit like Eddie Murphy A-list. Richard Pryor, I don't see that. It seems like there's so many. You get what I'm saying?
Chris Rock gets in them rooms that certain people can't get into, because Chris Rock he just does not have an appeal to black people. Chris Rock appeals to everybody.
You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah, so Chris Rock is in them rooms,
but Eddie Murphy is too, though. So, but when I think about comedians, I know Chris Rock, and I don't know, maybe I'm just like black. But when I think about comedians, he just don't come up in my mind. And I know he's a comedian, and I love Chris Rock. Please, I'm just saying, like, my first thought is like, if I think about all the comedians, I'm thinking about Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. I even think about Martin Lawrence.
I put Chris Rock in. He in the top 10.
I mean, yeah, but be my top 5 though. He should even be there. How long Chris Rock been out? Chris Rock been out for a long time.
Chris Rock got some banging specials.
But Chris Rock wasn't out. Was he out in the 80s?
I don't know when Chris Rock.
So he probably
started on I think Saturday Night Live.
Oh, I thought he was on New Jack City. Start off.
He was.
He was on New Jack City.
Yeah, he was, but
he wasn't doing stand up then. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Chris Rock Saturday Night Live, I believe. I mean, that may have been his first major thing, Saturday Night Live, but he was probably doing stuff before then. But so
we've been working all day.
So yeah, I think this was for Jada.
You think it's for Jada?
Mm-hmm. I think it was an embarrassment ritual for Jada.
Why? Jada need to get her stardom on or what? Because I think Jada
has been in some things, but Jada is not not top tier like Will. She's there because of Will, but she's not top tier like Will.
You say she's there because of Will?
Yeah, Will Smith is A-list. He's probably the highest paid.
But I do believe if Will Smith and Jada have never been there, I think Jada would have made it.
Nah.
Why? Jada was on her way there. I mean, just think about it. Jada been set it off. That was a very
okay. And after that,
I mean, but she was with Will after that. So sometimes you sit down, the husband be. Look, it's just like with Tiny and T.I. You don't think Tiny would have kept going on, but Tiny was up there before T.I. even came.
I get what you're saying,
but you acting like the men make the women.
I didn't say that. Now you flipping it.
That's how I feel.
No, I'm talking about one perspective, one couple. I ain't say
okay. So go back to Jada and Will. So
Jada and Will. I'm saying, what has Jada been in that you can say? Let's just say, what has she been in that's Oscar worthy? And I ain't saying she a bad actress or nothing like that. I'm just saying
Jada. I can't name on top of my head, but Jada just probably sat down because of her husband. But
I ain't saying that she ain't. That's probably not. Why she probably did sit down.
Yeah,
but I'm saying this.
But she is Oscar worthy quality though.
For what?
For any movie, Jada can play. She can play.
No. I ain't say what she could play. For what has she done that's Oscar worthy?
I mean, like I said, because she sat down since what?
What has she done that's Oscar worthy?
I forgot the what's that?
Besides Set It Off. Besides Minister Society.
And she was in Minister Society. Oh yeah, she was. Oh yeah, and
she was. I mean, that was the Jada that we all will dig right there.
And she just been in what's that Girls Trip?
Right, which was Will Smith. Will and Jada have production credit in that.
And you saw her funny side. You don't see Jada funny side, her gangster side.
I ain't saying.
I'm just saying, if she would have kept going, she would never got married. I think she would have received the Oscar by now.
Okay, but we can't go off of if she would have, if she could have, if she should have.
I mean,
I'm just going off her body of work.
Okay.
That she has out.
Okay.
And I'm saying that Will is probably one of the most highest paid actors in Hollywood. And maybe it's Jada's time.
Will probably have to sell his soul to be that.
And this may be Jada's time to where she's saying, okay, I myself went into those rooms. I myself went into those.
I don't think Jada worried about that stuff right about now.
We don't know.
Jada got table talk, which is great. You don't
listen, man. Listen. They don't call it Hollywood for nothing.
Fact. That part.
We don't know. But
all I know is that slap didn't seem real, and I just think it's Chris Rock time to shine. That's in my take on it. I think it may be Chris Rock time to shine. But hey, shout out to the both of them. I mean, shout out to Chris that he did Helen very well, but somebody need to teach Will how to slap somebody. And then first of all, men don't even slap other men.
Shout out to
that
Chris.
part.
Shout out for eating that slap, man.
Ain't that slap? Okay.
Eating that slap. Now, listen, man. Listen. Hey. Black Diamond. You know, we hear her perspectives during PHUCK It Fridays, right? But we do a lot of back and forth. We don't really get a chance to get right into it and really get into the thoughts of Black Diamond. So, on this 5th episode of PHUCK It Fridays, we gonna get right into the this is grits.
This is called grits, you guys.
With Black Diamond.
So let me just say, I was going into the store, right? And as I was walking into the store, a man was walking before me. So I'm thinking that this dude was going to hold the door for me to enter into the store. No. He allowed the door to slam right in my face. I mean, the door actually didn't slam in my face, but he let the door go and I had to grab the door. So when did they stop holding the door for the ladies? Everybody know. Now, let me just say this. I've been spoiled by my husband because back in the day now, you wait for any guy to hold the door for you, you're just going to be outside like I was with this incident, So I'm to the point, I'm used to somebody holding the door for me, open the door for me. Anything that a man does back in the day, that's how my husband treats me. So when did it stop? You have any advice on that?
Who raised these dudes?
And you guys, it was an older dude. Like, he had to be, I want to say 60.
Oh wow.
He was pushing 60. Was
he of our shade?
He was our shade.
Oh wow.
I'm thinking maybe he didn't, I don't know. He could have cataracts. He probably didn't see Black Diamond coming, but I didn't charge it to his heart. I'm just like, okay.
I'll say this. Whenever I go into any building, I'm aware of my surroundings. So by the time I'm getting to the door, I already know who might be coming up behind me. And if it's a man or a woman, I'm holding the door just out of courtesy.
Right.
Especially if it's an older gentleman or older woman. A woman, period, I'm holding the door. But if it's an older gentleman, I'm gonna give him the respect that you before me, sir. And then most of the time they're like, appreciate that. You go, they'll go right there to extend the courtesy back. But I'm always, before I go into the elevator, anywhere, I'm aware of who's coming with me, and I'm offering the door first, which is how I was taught. I was always taught to hold the door open for a woman. Everything else just comes with age, wisdom, experience.
I love it. I mean, and let me just say this: women at work, they know how I am. Every time I go somewhere, I'm so used to it. I'm like, girl, we ain't Big JaeSun. Because I'm always expecting somebody to do something for me. I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't carry my groceries in. Who's gonna get them? They know I literally sit in the car for Big JaeSun to come home. Like, oh, I don't even want to go to the grocery store unless I know he's at home to actually carry the groceries in and to open the door for myself. I've been spoiled for 19 to 20 years. And back in the day, I'm not used to this. Now, let me be clear. Now, where I came from now, you wait for somebody to open the door, your ass gonna be left. Or whatever, even to unlock, and Big JaeSun can vouch for that. But since the 20 years we've been together, I mean, I'm spoiled. I'm like, open the door for me, please. And when this guy didn't open the door, because I was looking very Black Diamond-ish, like, come on now.
Give it to him.
I was giving it to him. I had these jeans. You see me. I had that look,
that Black Diamond was diamonding.
That that black diamond was sparkling. You know, it was giving all the black, all in the. It was just, it was black diamondish, and so I'm charging it to his cataract. That God had that cataract. He was blind. I must know that.
You know what? You was shining so hard. You was shining so hard.
It was blinding.
It was blinding, and then he had cataracts, so he probably thought, you know, maybe the sun was just, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the sun was just out extra longer than normal. You know, that's probably what that was.
But you know what? That was my intake on grits. Get right into your
Right into the okay. We digging grits. If you digging grits, leave a comment. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is Black Diamond's perspective. It's called getting right into the call that grits. Now, Black Diamond, before we wrap this up, we almost at an hour. Look, you never know who's paying attention.
Facts. That part.
I try to tell Big JaeSun and anybody, you know, any of the ones I call nephews and all of that, because I'm unk status now.
Oh.
So I be trying to give
sister.
I'm an unk status, so I be trying to give.
Don't call me auntie.
Trying to give the nephews some game, but you never know who's watching. And I got a call.
Okay.
And well, I'm gonna just play it. I can work my phone.
Take your time. Again, while he's trying to work his phone. Oh, here it goes. Let's see. Still gonna stay the sister status. Hey, I can be a listener.
Good evening. This is I Am Mike Tyson. I just wanted to give you guys a call just to congratulate you on your consistency. I heard you just made your first month with broadcasting PHUCK It Fridays. That's an accomplishment. And I just wanted to let you know, guys, just keep it up. You know, and just keep it up. Nothing beats consistency. And you never know who's watching. So shout out to Big JaeSun, Black Diamond, PHUCK It Fridays.
Yes! All right.
You ever just, you know, looking for something to got that toe, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is I Am Mike. Shout out to PHUCK It Fridays.
Wow.
Hey.
I'm just like, whoa.
Listen,
you absolutely
this is the 5th episode, and we getting a call. Iron Mike, come on.
What?
Come on now.
How'd you pull that off?
I didn't pull nothing. Hey, how you get my number?
Wow. And he said Black Diamond.
He said Black Diamond. He said Big JaeSun. Do you know I want to go on hot boxing with Mike Tyson? I want to smoke with Mike Tyson. Oh, you ain't never seen hot boxing with Mike? You gotta watch it.
All right.
Man, I'm blown away.
Wow.
I'm blown away.
Now that deserves applause.
Hey, let's do it. I think that deserves some. Hey, all of that and that. Man.
I love it.
Yeah. It's a great episode. We almost at an hour. Everybody, make sure you check out the new episode of the Elements podcast, where it's the entrepreneurial revolution with the culture infusion episode. Y'all check us out. It's out now. Check out past episodes of PHUCK It Friday, and we're gonna keep giving it to y'all. Just make sure y'all share, like, subscribe, all that. Tell your peoples to tell your peoples to tell your peoples.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Right. I guess until next Friday. Some people say promoting healthy, unbiased conversation while we kick it, but we all say fuck it. Peace.